This is my floating workstation, desk, or office. In this video, I'll focus on how the project came from here to here. 3 years ago, I finished my DIY CNC router build with an end goal of producing some sellable products at some point. Now, in case you're wondering how and why I chose this project, here are 3 reasons why. Number 1, this is a cool project, hands down. You want one of these. Number 2, it can exist in several different configurations. Can be used both sitting down and also as a standing work desk. It is a suitable project for CNC plywood router cutting and pretty straightforward to build, which brings us to the design process. Now, first things first, you have to settle on the idea first, right? Make sure this is the idea that I want to go with. Now, to ensure that the project is easily manufacturable and also easy to assemble, we must pay attention to the design. The design must ensure that the part components easily fit together without extra processes or special tooling. The design must also ensure ease of manufacturing. The parts are designed to be machined using a regular 1/4 inch cutting tool. I also made sure that I use a sharp tool and ran a finished pass, which minimizes sanding. The first component designed is the back panel. It's designed to be made out of 36 by 60 by 3/4 maple panel, with cuts as shown. Notice the rounded corners. The panel will mount on the wall using 2 French cleats. The table is designed to be made out of 3/4 maple plywood. Here are the details of the hook design. Notice the rounds. The features are designed to fit like Lego. The slide door cabinet is also designed to be made out of 1/2 inch maple plywood, and it's easy to assemble. I've finished the rest of the storage components using the same design philosophy. To CNC route the components, I use a 1/4 diameter compression end mill at an 1/8 depth per pass. It's also super important to use a sharp tool to get clean cuts. That will require minimal sanding. After cutting all the pieces, it's now time for assembly. The table components were designed to easily fit together before applying glue and adding screws. After sanding down the parts, I applied 3 coats of clear polyurethane. I was able to achieve a super smooth shiny finish by sanding with a 440 grit before applying a very light 3rd coat. To install the cleats on the back panel, I first take measurements. Now I take measurements on the wall to prepare for the cleats. I want my desk surface to be 30 inches off the floor. The cleat will therefore be installed at 30.75 inches off the floor. I then use the stud finder to mark the 3 stud locations, 16 inches apart. I then install the wall cleats. And now, the moment of truth.